My name's Dr Richard Unsworth, Director of Project Seagrass and a research scientist at Swansea University. We're in the Helford River working on a project to examine ways to restore seagrass meadows. Seagrass meadows are a really important habitat for juvenile fish species, particularly things like cod, plaice, and unfortunately they've been damaged over the last 50 to 100 years due to all sorts of factors. Our study in Helford River originated last year when we actually came down and we collected what are called spathes in the meadow during the summer period when the seeds are flowering, fruiting and producing seeds, and the spathes actually contain lots of seeds that we can then actually utilise to plant in other places. So what we're actually doing is we're using the Helford River as an example as a really healthy system where we can actually trial our methods effectively. When we came to Helford, we picked a lot of these spathes full of healthy seeds, and we're trialing different ways of planting these in bare areas of seagrass, bare areas of sand next to adjacent seagrass. And what we've been doing this week is actually come back to Helford River in the misty, foggy but very calm conditions that we've had this week in Helford, when we've been diving and using quadrats to actually estimate the density of the seedlings in areas where we actually planted these spathes of seeds in the sand. And actually we planted them in using sandbags, and in the areas that we put the sandbags we're laying quadrats and counting the numbers of seedlings and then actually comparing the density of seedlings in adjacent other areas to see whether actually our method results in lots of young seedlings growing and developing. So far we're actually finding that we're getting higher density of seedlings in the areas where we actually planted the seeds. We're getting very few elsewhere, suggesting that our technique is actually working. So we're going to continue this work, and so we can actually learn to apply it and help to restore seagrasses in areas where they've been damaged through factors such as moorings, poor water quality, boat damage and any other factors of disturbance that has resulted in the loss of seagrass. Whilst we've been here, we're also collecting data on the importance of seagrass habitats for juvenile fish, because as I said before, they're very important for plaice, they're very, very important for cod, and although at a general global level we know these things, we don't have a lot of local data available. So what we've actually been doing is deploying camera systems on the bottom of the sea that have some bait associated with them. Basically it's just some fresh mackerel, and we will record the density of fish and the species of fish that are actually present. It's a technique we've used all around the world. We've used it recently in Mozambique, we've used it recently in Greek islands, and we've been successful using it in North Wales. And hopefully we should be at some really useful data. Thank you.